Now, I know you love your animal news, don't you, Lewis?
Animal
Jingle.
news is my favourite part of this show.
This may be a lot to process, Lewis, but have you heard about the male baboon that was on his way to a vasectomy but managed to escape with his 2 lady friends and then ran around causing chaos on a hospital campus?
Good Lord, what a lot to digest.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but a trio of baboons on the loose in Sydney has shut down one of its busiest hospitals. Today's Sydney reporter Gabrielle Boyle is at Royal Prince Alfred Hospital. Gabby, what the?
Yes. Say it.
So first of all,
There's a lot
fucking
going on.
respect to that baboon. Do you know what I mean? He obviously knew that his testicles were under threat, and he was like, I'm going to grab
that's how
my
it
2
works.
lady friends and go on a jaunt. One last big adventure for old Jimmy and Pete, you know, as
'Cause-
they...
They don't just, cut them off. That's not how it works.
Well, he doesn't know that. He's a baboon. All he knows is that someone's been looking at his balls. They've done all the other baboons, and the other baboons have come back, all sad.
Oh, my fucking balls! I wanted to see if if there's a name for him. I can't see a name.
That's hidden for reasons,
Oh yeah, it would be
Privacy.
HPAA violation. HIPAA? Whatever.
It'll be a BIP.
A baboon. It would be a BIPA violation.
Yeah. Protection of ass.
So it says the lock failed on the vehicle they were in. Like, were they in the back of a car?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Were they in a prison van?
That's what I'm thinking in my head.
So they ended up in the car park
Sure.
of the hospital.
Sure.
Police had to be called in.
Sure.
The baboons were hanging out in a quiet location in the car park away from people.
Sure.
So that is arse. It's hard to tell. It's very low quality image.
Very blendy with the old...
But I think that might be his big arse.
Well, in Australia, they're much more in touch with nature. Nature's much more, like, wild and fleeing the wildfires into the cities. Yeah, it's everywhere.
This gets a bit dark.
Oh, no.
The baboons are used for studies on subjects including diet, exercise, and electric shock.
Oh my god, maybe it was tasered.
When they die, they are used for medical transplants to each other.
And further experiments, the source said.
So if a baboon keeps having heart attacks, does it get a heart transplant from a recently died baboon that maybe was in a motorcycle accident?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Organ transplants from a pig to a baboon?
What?
We're messing with things that we shouldn't be messing with, Lewis.
This was a light-hearted story about some baboons on the run. They don't want him to continue breeding with the small troop he's in. Right, because he's going to get all inbred.
Yeah.
Right. He's already banged all of the different women.
Over and over again.
We're like, enough.
Hundreds of times.
Horny old fucker.
But I like that this guy that they interviewed is called Mr. Hazard. Who's
Mr. Hazard.
Mr. Hazard? I kind of missed that.
I thought I'd seen just about everything in Health Ministry in New South Wales, but a baboon threesome enjoying the grounds of Royal Prince Alfred was really surprising. Amazing. Thanks for that, Animal News. It was a roller coaster.
No, it was a research laboratory hospital place. You heard about these flat earthers, yeah?
Flurfers, I call them.
Okay.
So one of them died.
Yeah, he made a homemade rocket.
I feel like a daredevil shouldn't be used. How about idiot? Idiot flat earther.
So his nickname was Mad Mike Hughes.
Appropriate.
Mad.
Yeah.
He's dead now. He's dead.
I almost said good, but I hesitate to say that.
Can we get some F's in the comments?
Because it's a sad day, you know?
Well, I mean...
Look at his little rocket he's made.
Look at his dirty fucking jumper that he's got on. What's going on?
It looks like the fucking space program. Former limo driver who billed himself as the world's greatest daredevil was attempting to launch himself into the air on a steam-powered rocket. Steam-powered? What?
So there's a video and the rocket launches, and as soon as it launches, the parachute rips off And then, of course, the idea was that he would then fall safely with the parachute.
Sure.
But of course, the parachute's no longer there, so he just falls. So he was known as, he was the self-proclaimed world's greatest daredevil. And he was a former limo driver, right? He has the Guinness World Record for the longest limousine ramp jump.
Do you know what this might have happened? Do you know what might have happened?
What?
I reckon, sometimes how he got a bit shook with the fame. Do you know what I mean? He liked being attention in the Guinness Book of Records, and he did something he shouldn't have. He did something a bit stupid.
So if people did give him any attention, he wouldn't have done this. And he wouldn't have died.
This is a little bit like the wingsuit guy who jumped off the Eiffel Tower in his wingsuit back in the 1800s.
Right.
Did
he survive?
No, he died.
Oh.
People do this because, and I think the pressure sometimes of you can't back out really. These are risky things.
So you're saying that
I'm just impressed that he went through with it.
So if I was like, Lewis, I've got a surprise for you.
Right.
But I'm going to have to blindfold you and we're going to go for a little journey.
Sure.
And we do this. And then I'm like, okay, take the blindfold off. And you're like on top of a pole. And there's like a tightrope to another pole.
Is there a barrel on the pole?
There's a barrel on the pole.
My wife's down there.
Yeah. No, she's not.
Oh, she's not
down there.
She's not.
She doesn't want to be involved.
Very much staying away from it.
And there's all the press is there. It's been live streamed. Do you think that you would do the tightrope just out of the pressure?
Me?
At the moment. The world's eyes are watching.
I think you do.
And then you look over to me and I'm like in a helicopter and I'm like...
It's like the baboon ladies, do you know what I mean? They like the pressure in him to do stuff. If the baboon ladies wasn't there, he might have just not kicked his way out of that truck. It's like when the crowds are watching, you'll take risks that you wouldn't otherwise do. And the peer pressure of it all,
So what you're saying is that Mad Mike, he should or shouldn't have had 2 baboon women with him.
I hope the baboon women were okay. Are they?
No, they were in the rocket as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Keeping him company. Were they mad?
He was going to create a new race of half man, half baboons.
He'd been trying for years. Mad Mike and the baboons.
On the moon.
On the moon.
Yeah.
What a lad. Is the moon flat?
Okay, have you heard about the NatWest hole in the wall?
Isn't that a name for an ATM? Yeah?
An ATM? What are you talking about? No, it's...
A hole in the wall. It's a cash point.
No, it's a hole in a wall. It's a literal hole in a wall.
It does happen to be next to a cash point, though. So...
I don't understand why that's significant.
Well,
hole in the wall.
Hole in the wall.
Yeah.
It's a cash point.
No, it's a hole in a wall, Lewis.
I mean, it is.
No, it's an actual hole in a wall.
Right. Internet jokers have turned a circular hole in a wall outside a bank into a tourist attraction.
So on TripAdvisor, in this small Derbyshire town, it's now the 4th highest ranked attraction.
How many are there in the town?
There's 16 attractions.
Right.
But let's be honest, one of them is a hole in a wall. So
it's quite nice.
It's, it's a pleasant looking hole.
I mean, the very first time you said hole in the wall, my brain went to a smaller hole in a wall.
Okay.
Usually in a bathroom, like a public one. That's what I was thinking. As soon as you said Derbyshire small town, I was like...
Maybe that's what the other 15 things on the TripAdvisor are.
Number 1 is...
various glory holes. Maybe that's the secret origin of this. Maybe a giant lived in the town of Ilkeston.
Yeah.
Ilkeston. But, I mean, are there other giants in the town? How would this work?
No, it's a low level. He'd get down on his knees, I guess. And the whole village would get around the other side and, use a series of wet, leathery towels.
And the mystery is that the villagers wouldn't know
to
who
obtain
it was.
Yeah, it was completely anonymous.
So it tells me it might be Greg the Giant. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oh my God, what's this?
The viaduct is lower than the hole in the wall. And that's a beautiful picture of a viaduct.
Yeah, but how do you see that? It's fucking ways a viaduct even. A NatWest spokesman clarified the hole was introduced during a mid-1990s refurbishment as a safety feature, so people using the cash machine could see if anyone was lurking. behind the wall.
What if you're on the cash point and you're checking your balance? You want to get a 20 quid out, but you want fivers, but they don't have fivers. You got to get 2 10s, and then you suddenly feel something nudge in your back. You turn around. It's Greg the Giant. He's back.
I think you get on TripAdvisor and you leave it a bad review. That's what you do. Had a terrible time at the hole in the wall.
No, you can't. It'll ruin its ranking. The viaduct will be above it.
Fuck that viaduct. No one's using it.
Oh my god. Have you seen the fucking story on the side there?
I have sensation in my breasts again. I saw that earlier on BBC News. I didn't want to click on it because I thought it might damage my search history. I guess she lost feeling in her breasts went numb.
Oh god.
Click on it, I want to see.
I can't click on it.
Oh shit, we want to look at that woman whose breasts have gone numb. She looks like a nice woman. What happened to her poor breasts? We're never going to know. We're never going to know, Simon.
I'll add it to
Next week.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
thanks.